The time is now.
Hello everybody, welcome to NUFC Talk TV, instant live fan reaction. Newcastle United drawing at the Villa Park with Aston Villa. It was a match of, how can I put it? Am I frozen? Yes, I am. Anyway, let me deactivate and activate. There we go. Again, welcome to NUFC Talk TV. Don't forget to subscribe, smash the like button. Newcastle United draws with Aston Villa, a match that my criticism is of Eddie Howe's changes once again. And it's not about the first game of the season. It's not about wait, man, and all of that crap. It's about Eddie Howe continues to be very not proactive, to just wait until late to make subs, and the subs that he makes are not. They're man for man. They're pretty simple, pretty stale. I mean, you know, that's my issue with him. You know, that he just is not proactive. He thinks that the players that are on the pitch are going to figure it out, but at some point, you know what's happening. He takes Ilanga out. I think Ilanga was all right. Certainly, the first half we played better. The second half wasn't so good. But quite honestly, on the right wing, he brings Murphy in. Murphy didn't do much of anything either. I just don't see the quality in there. I don't think he's going to have another season like he did last season. But you know, that may be being negative. That's fine. But you have this Supar kid that he might do something. He might be able to do something. Harvey Barnes was on the pitch way too long. You got to man up. I mean, you've got to just say, smell blood. Like a shark, not like a clownfish, like a shark. Go out there and win the game. That should be the mentality. It shouldn't be about, oh well, we're at Villa Park. It's Aston Villa. You know, we thought we were going to lose 3-0. So 0-0 is fine. No, you got to look at what's happened tonight on the pitch, and we could have gone for the win. We didn't. We didn't do it. The big question that Gary was raising in the watch along at the end was about Isak, because we certainly needed a center forward tonight. Gordon just doesn't find himself as a center forward. I mean, every change that he had is a winger outside the box, shooting from afar. You know, those headers are not good opportunities. They're not good options because he didn't even connect well. So can't count those. But I don't know what to think. Let me know in the comment section down below. But the point, there's nothing wrong with the point. But it's about, if you analyze what happened on the pitch, we could have gone for more and we settled for less. In my opinion, we lost 2 points. Villa gained 1. And to an immediate competitor that Villa are going to be, like Tottenham are going to be, like Man United are going to be, you have to be able to take away points from them. And because we're going to see them at the end of the season, I guarantee you they're going to be up there with us. So battling for 5th, 4th, 6th. I've always said that. Aston Villa, Tottenham, and Newcastle United are always battling for those spots. That's my opinion. Listen, I may be wrong, and we may be worse or better. I don't know. But we got to be able to take away points from those and see that this is an immediate competitor. They got a man down on an unbelievable play, by the way. Ilanga with a crazy pass, crazy good pass to Gordon. And Gordon was a crazy play, a really good play. We couldn't complete. But after that, the momentum started shifting towards Newcastle United. We should have just grabbed onto that and say, let's go, let's win the game. But we didn't do that. And the manager on the bench, once again, showing, I don't know why, he is calm. Maybe he's too calm and collected. Maybe we need a Unai Emery yelling and losing his mind and doing this in the sideline when he gets a corner. You know, maybe we need a little bit of that. We need a little bit of that blood flowing, Eddie Howe. Because we got to be able to identify, we got to man up, let's kill this game off, let's go get it. That is my criticism. But let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and, of course, subscribe to the channel. All right, we got the panel here. We're going to throw the link out there so you can come on and have your say. Mighty win, what did you make of the game? I'm sure you're happy because we didn't lose 6-0.
Well, I'm always happy with an away point. So that's the first thing. You know, we've got a point on the board already. from an away game against a top 6 team, top 7 team, call it what you will. So by any metric, that is a good result. The result is good. Now, as for the performance, and specifically, and everybody knows I am Eddie Howe's biggest fan. However, against 10 men, you've got to be able to do better than what we did in that last half hour plus. We, at no point, as far as I could see, attempted to actually capitalise on the fact that we had 10 men. Use the ball, pass the ball, make them run, simple passes, 1, 2, gradually moving up the pitch if you like, keep them running their socks off with simple, effective passing to create opportunities, and we didn't do that. The style of play did not change one bit. And then when it came to personnel changes, when, you know, we're against 10 men, surely that is the time you can take a bit of a gamble. And I condemn Eddie for not taking a gamble.
So hard for you to do that, man.
For not, you know, I would have loved to have seen Sue come on. Just because we've seen what he can do. He's got something different.
Right.
And you know, would it have come off? Would it have worked? I don't know. But let's have a look and see. Even Sula, who I don't rate at all, he came
at all. You don't rate him at all.
At all.
Fuck yeah, man.
He came on and he did something. Because he's trying, he's keen, he wants to make things happen instead of same old, which is what we got. You know, I can understand taking J7 off on a yellow card, you know, replacing him with Miley. That's fair enough. But the first change, taking Alanga off, when Barnes, you know, we're looking for something in the box. That's where we were feeling today, this morning, afternoon, was in the box, and we wanted somebody just with a spark of magic, and he didn't even attempt to introduce it. However, overall, I thought we totally controlled the first half. Villa came out, started the second half, and, you know, had us under the cosh a bit. They were, for the first time, creating chances. Pope had to make a couple of saves, albeit they were straight. The two shots that he had to face were straight down his throat. But nonetheless, Villa were on the go. And then Alanga, who again, you know, is this Murphy-ish, having not such a good game, but one moment of madness, one moment.
Well, he had more than one moment, though, to be fair.
Well, one moment of brilliance, puts that ball through for Gordon. Gordon's onto it, does really well, does everything right. Gets the, if he doesn't get fouled, he's 1-on-1 on goal.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my criticism, which it has been on many occasions, what Eddie's major shortfall in management for me is in-game management. And yet again today, he should be right. Yeah.
At some point, you're gonna have to. I mean, we point a flaw out, we put a mistake or whatever you want to call it. You're gonna have to fix that at some point, or else we keep saying, you know, or you in per se, you keep saying, you know, you keep pointing it out. He's got a flaw. Everybody's flawed. He'll fix it. But if he doesn't fix it, then what do we got here? Because at some point you're gonna have to start getting that sorted.
Well, what I say is, at the minute, all of his positive attributes.
Yeah, no, but in-game management is not something small, man.
The negative attribute that he has, in my opinion in game management. And stuff.
In-game management is not something. It's not something that's not important, man. That's extremely important.
Of
Gary,
course.
let me get to your take. We got a couple callers in the background, Bravo and
Yeah,
Lewis.
but let's get to the callers, and I'll come in at the end, mate, because it's time.
All right. So, Bravo, Bravo, you there?
I'm here, yes.
Hey
Bravo,
there.
not Lewis. Lewis, sorry, Bravo, you're muted.
No,
Yes, can you hear me?
There you go.
Yeah, there we go. Bravo, what's it going? Where are you from, man? Where are you calling from?
Originally from Italy.
All right.
My third, fourth degree cousin is Maldini, but he's from the south.
Oh, wow. That's
Yes,
interesting.
so we're from Sicily.
Yeah, that's
Right.
crazy,
Excellent.
man. That's
Beautiful
wonderful.
part of the world.
How did you become?
But I
How
live
did
in
you
the
become a
States. I live
Toon
in
fan?
Michigan.
How did you become a Toon fan, Bravo?
It's been more than 25 years. My dad went to the Newcastle University. So it was a great time. So I had a good time in Newcastle. So
Yeah,
Shipbuilding?
wonderful.
Was he in shipbuilding?
what's that?
Shipbuilding or pharmaceuticals? What's your dad in?
No, he was a mechanical engineer.
All right, same
All
difference.
right, interesting,
Yeah.
interesting. All right, then. Well, what do you make, man? I mean, we didn't handle this game properly, did we? Quite honestly.
You can see from the beginning of the game, we're lacking that just chance scoring opportunity. Like we're getting opportunities actually, but we're lacking the chance to score. I don't know why we can't score. You can see it from the beginning of the game. I don't think we were able to score in this game, even if even if Villa is down two man, I would not think we'd be able to score. So you can see it from the beginning. This is destined to be 0-0. And actually, I give good credits to the guy on the right who made the prediction. He said 0-0 before the beginning of the game. As for you, Chris,
I think it was
you said
no. I
it's
think
gonna
it
be
was
1-1.
Gary.
So
Okay.
I was expecting it's gonna be 0-0 because you have the chance of the game at your hand, but you wasted it, which is at the 66th minute. When Villa down to 10 men, you should have really have the chance to put in Osula earlier and put pressure on Villa. But unfortunately, I don't know why Eddie Howe didn't really take a defender. He could have taken like Fabian Schär or maybe Harvey Barnes earlier and put in Murphy and Osula and make a difference. But I don't think, you know what, it sounded like he was just happy with the point. And I think we'll just look beyond that game. Hey, I wasn't expecting more than a draw. I was actually happy with the result because if you think about it, Villa is a very tough opponent, and I don't think we could beat them even like even with the presence of Isaac. We could have lost this game actually, even with Isaac playing because I know we're thinking we're gonna score with Isak, but because Villa is a really tough game away, especially. So yeah, that's how I see it.
All right. Well, good stuff. Good stuff from you, man. Thank you for joining us tonight, Bravo. Appreciate you very much, mate.
Have a
Call
good
in
day.
next time. Have a great day, brother. Appreciate that.
Thanks,
That was
Bravo.
Bravo there from. What did he say he was from? He was from
Italy.
Italy,
Italy.
but where's he living in Italy still?
Sicily, he said.
Okay.
No, I think he said
Sicily,
he was in
Sicily.
Chicago.
Oh, so
He
he
comes-
sounds American anyway.
Yeah, he comes from Chicago, I think.
Yeah, good stuff. Lewis, what do you make of it, mate? What do you think?
I'm happy with the point, but disappointed at the same time.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. It's tough
I
to
think
watch.
that's where we all are.
It's a bit of a weird. It's a weird feeling, isn't it? Because we should have won that game because we were the better team by a long shot.
Yeah.
Well, Aston Villa started playing better in the second half. So I mean,
Yeah, Villa did play better in the second half, but I still got like. But I saw some Villa fans not happy about the red card, but it is a red card.
No, it's a red card.
well, that's a red card over there. Yeah, there's no doubt about that one. And I thought that in using that momentum was, I mean, it should have been it. Using that in your favor. I mean, that's when the manager needs to smell blood, and he didn't. He fell asleep. He saw blood and he saw blood and passed out. That's what happened. And we can't have a manager like that, man. I'm sorry. That is getting me angry and angry the more I think about it, because that is no ambition whatsoever. I have an issue with that.
Yeah, but that's the thing. We don't. That's the problem. We don't have a strike. We do have a striker, but it's a
Yeah, but you can make other changes to be more proactive, because Harvey Barnes was just at the end was just shooting and not really doing much.
Well, to be fair, at the end, I thought Anthony Gordon had run out of gas.
Yeah.
You know,
he'll never take
he
that.
put in an awful lot of work in the first half specifically, closing down the keeper and all that. An awful lot of work, and he was puffing out his arse at the back end of the game. So he could have been off. And I just wanted to see some creativity. I wanted to see something different. And it was a bit more same old, wasn't it, for me?
Yeah. The one thing that annoyed me was the free kick when the player got sent off. We tried to cross it in. Dilly dally. Why don't we just dink it into the box and have a go?
Mm-hmm. Well, no, was that not when? Yeah, it was. That free kick was when the free kick went exactly according to the script, except that Dan Burn didn't read the script, it would appear, because Cher, who was running in perfectly to hit the ball that was designed for him, Dan Burn ran and tackled Cher effectively, which was a bit annoying. I'm sure the coach will have something to say about that, because it was a well-worked free kick.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, then, Lewis. Last thoughts, mate.
Roll on a week on Monday for Liverpool.
Hey, next week is gonna be that's Monday too, isn't
it? Yeah. What time was before I go, Chris? What time was the kickoff for you this morning today?
6:30 kickoff, but we started 5:30 for me.
Oh my God, Jesus!
Yeah, man.
That's commitment, mate. Commitment.
Yeah, yeah. That's like me when I watched the Grand Prix when it's from like Las Vegas and Australia and Japan. I get up at them times in the morning to watch it.
Heck yeah, man. All right, then, Lewis. Well, have a good one, mate. Appreciate it. And
see you later. See you when I see you.
See you later, buddy.
Take care, mate.
Thank you very much indeed. Gary, what are your thoughts on the performance then, mate? It's difficult.
It's 1 point gain to Villa and 2 points lost to Newcastle, unfortunately, because that's literally how you see the game. When you play against 10 men, it's difficult to break down because they adopt this 4-4-1 formation. They become narrow. They allow you to go out on the width. But unless you've got quality out on the width to create, then you're still asking questions. And for me, I still can't understand why Eddie Howe asked to keep 4 defenders on the field. You're playing against 1 attacker. And, you know, for me, it would have been so much easier to say, you know what, I'm going to throw the likes of Chow on there, throw either Big Dan Byrne or Fabian Shaw in the middle, up top to be a target man, somebody that they can aim a ball to. You know, there was many of other options that you could have done. Like I said, trying to condense the midfield. For me, they allowed Aston Villa to virtually mop up anything Newcastle offered in that second half. I thought we played better against 11 players, as daft as it looks, because the game at least allows them to come and attack us, which is what they did in the first 15 minutes. And it opens up the avenue for the likes of Anthony Gordon and Alanga to use his pace behind. Again, as we've seen too many times last season, when a team drops in and doesn't allow you to drop the spacing behind for you to run into, it's a case of, have you got players in the squad? And you have to highlight your midfield. Have you got anybody that can unpick the lock? And unfortunately, we haven't. You know, as good as Tonali is, as good as Bruno is, they haven't got the ability to see a pass. And when they have, they delay the pass a little bit too long and the game is gone, or the pass has gone. I thought Harvey Barnes was poor on that left-hand side. I thought Elanga was poor on that right-hand side. Yes, he put the ball through for Anthony Gordon to get us the red card. But again, in actual fact, it became a negative rather than a positive because, again, you had a manager who's decided to put like-for-like players on positions that didn't change the direction of the game until it was too late. You know, putting a centre forward on Asula, and again, we've all criticised Asula in what he can't do, but at least it gives you an option. And for me, you know, you'd have been better off playing a 3-4-3 and saying to Anthony Gordon, go narrow, put Asula up top, and maybe throw another body. Like, you know, I'm just committing a voice here to say Elanga, say, go and play an Arrowhead up top and really keep them busy, because what that does is keep them really narrow, squashed, but it allows your lads in the middle of the park then to get more options on goal. The shocking point for me is you look at the attempts at goal during, from 66 minutes was nil and void. I don't think we had actual shot at Bizzo, apart from the real drab one from Anthony Gordon when he come running from left-hand side to the central from 25 yards. I think that was the only shot I can remember us having on target during that spell of them having 10 men. So for me, poor. It's a poor result because you expect something different from you expect the manager to change something up, the coach, and unfortunately, like I say, taking like for like off. Again, you're disappointed in Murphy because you didn't see the quality into the box. He still tried to tippy-tappy around the edge of the box and try and find these small passes along the ground that, to be fair, weren't going anywhere because Aston Villa did exactly what Aston Villa should do. They defended the 18-yard box narrow. And what you didn't get then is because there wasn't space to run in behind, if you start throwing balls in between the defender and the keeper for players to run onto, and that's what I said, that's why you want some height in there. When they step off another 2 yards into the box, and that's a habit that we have a lot of the time, is when we go too deep, we go too close to the keeper. And that then causes indecision in front of them. So that's where you get the shots off from your midfielders. So again, you have to question certain areas of the park. But the one lad that we were missing massively today was Isak, a central striker, somebody who you could pinpoint, somebody with a bit of pace, somebody with a bit of knowledge in front. And as good as Anthony Gordon was, he ran the entire time. I think he needed other players around him to get the best out of today's game. And like I say, for me, it's a shame.
All right, let's go with some super chats throughout the show right now. Welcome, everyone. We still got a ways to go, so smash the like button. Come on, support the channel. Hit the like button. Let's go super chats. Crypto Rainbow. Unfortunately, with Isak, this game was won easily. That's what Crypto says. Thank you very much indeed for your $2. Sam A, another $2. How does that work? What, $1.99 and Crypto saying 2? How does that? If there's dollars, why do they have two options there? Make no sense. It's almost the same thing anyway. First game, I'm not too worked up, honestly, says Sam A. That's true. Hell's Azar, £2 says, got the good win. Cheers out of the hospital. So out of the hospital, Hells, very much happy.
That's Hells finally getting his prize from last year's prediction.
For last year's prediction. Yeah, that's right. So there you go, mate.
Royal meal.
I'm glad you're out of the hospital. Irish just put in a super chat as well, says, if we don't get someone like Vissa in the next week, Liverpool, come on now, leave it alone. Fucking hell, man. What are you doing? If we don't get someone like Vissa in the next week, Liverpool will give us a spanking. So next week, 1 point from 2 games, 3 points from 2 sounds better.
4 points sounds even better.
Well, yeah, but that's why. So you got to take a point away from teams, or when you're in a position like tonight when you can win the game. It's not about. I mean, yeah, if you think about it, a point at Aston Villa, it's not a bad deal if you just think about it like that. But when you think about what's happened on the pitch, it's 2 points lost. And NUFC 1997 said the American is so negative. And who was it? Helsar responded to him, says, you mean Chris, you will get used to his mood swings. And there's no such thing as mood swings. It's actually a fan thinking critically and objectively. You know, if things change, they have to obviously change. With Mighty Window, he's probably your guy. You're going to get the same nonsense all the time. You know, everything is great, wonderful. And but, you know, I actually like to think. It's not illegal yet to think. So I just think. And tonight, it was 2 points wasted. It is. It is, especially from being, by the way, a rival club that we're going to be competing for the same spots. Imagine, like last season, they lost a game. We were like right there with points. Who was going to be Champions League position?
We'll finish level at points.
And so these points matter at the end of the day, man. Jay says Eddie Howe straight after a red card should have smelt the blood, yes, and made changes, yes. Howe failed in that moment.
I agree.
Irish Assassin, goal threats, Murphy, Osula, Malik, Park, but Eddie goes with Miley. Yeah, the Miley change didn't make no, and he didn't do anything, to
Well,
be honest.
the Miley change, we've got plenty of subs to make, and the Miley change kind of did make sense because J7's on a yellow, so you didn't want him getting red.
No, but it didn't though win because, yeah, you got to change Joe Linton, but you have to be proactive, meaning you have to change the tactics to attack. So I would have.
There was enough substitution options left for to make a myriad of substitutions.
No, but the thing, what I'm saying is, you keep the same 4-3-3 that doesn't change anything, or you take a midfielder out and add an attacker in, like Sue. You can put, if you want to keep, what's his name, the Harry Barnes, you keep him as a 10, Gordon up front, and on the wing, I guess Murphy. I mean, I guess that's fine.
If you want an argument, pick a different subject. I'm agreeing with you.
Well, no, but you say because you say it makes sense to just put Miley in for Joe Linton. That makes no sense.
Just one change.
That's not what I'm saying, though. I'm saying that we should have been more proactive and tactically change to attack and win the game.
And I agree.
No,
but
because
Miley for J7 is not part of that equation. Miley for J7 is a completely separate equation.
No, because you take a midfielder to add an attacker, man. You take a midfielder out, so you have two midfielders left, and you add a forward.
I agree with Gary. I would have taken a defender off.
Okay, I guess you can do that, but taking a defender off, I don't know, man, because Aston Villa was attacking with those wingers, and McGinn was unstoppable. All day he was working Livramento and back and forth. I don't think Livramento lost that battle, by the way. I think they both kept up with each other pretty well. I wouldn't have done that because then those Villa wingers are criminal, man. I wouldn't.
That's what I'm saying, though. You have to change your tactics. You have to change your tactics to stop Aston Villa doing what they're doing, the outlet, and by doing the three defenders at the back. So if you play your three centre halves, so you put Malik Chow on or Botman or whoever, you take one of your midfielders off and just go with a target man up top. Say. What you have then is you have to the opposite coach. If you're starting to dominate like we were, you end up doing what happened towards the end, and that's with our wingers dropping further and further back up the field. The biggest problem is by allowing four to stay on the field, you're allowing them wingers to keep coming at you because you're not being offensive enough. And that's what I said. Sometimes as a coach, it's risk and reward. You have to take that risk to get the reward. And that's what we were talking about, playing players that aren't fit enough. And today, he's obviously taken the choice to go like for like on players, hoping that the formation that he has put down, the tactics that he's put into everybody is going to give them that final reward. And it hasn't, because they didn't have enough strikes at goal. They didn't commit saves from Bizot. And the only way you're going to get goals is if you start striking the ball towards goal and playing the ball around in the pendulum system like we do on the 20-yard line, going left to right, with nothing coming into the middle of the box. The chances of you scoring gets less and less, because all Villa do then is go narrow and allow you to do it. If you've got players that can hustle and bustle in the area, and I said it before we started, with the likes of J7 being thrown into the middle just to create a little bit of, unhappiness, if you like, because he's all arms, he's all legs. You can get decisions go your way as well, because he becomes a handful. The only thing that Anthony Gordon gives you is pace. And once you restrict the pace by going deep, it gives you nothing else.
Well, you can tell when he started playing as a winger, he had a great play where he dribbled around and didn't finish good. Obviously, he shot, but that was a really good play. And then Gordon stayed on the pitch a little too long. But I think the first half was something to keep in mind as well, because we were much better than Villa, and we couldn't finish. That final product was an issue. Matty Gorman with a super chat there. It's time to take the money for Isak and invest into your team. Otherwise, there will be no Champions League football next season. Great show, lads. Appreciate the super chat there, Matty. Actually, I will be a happy clapper then and say that's not so much the truth, because without a striker, we held up with Villa pretty well. And listen, that's not an accomplishment to me. Getting a point at Villa, that's not an accomplishment. But I think that playing good, the team looked good. The team wasn't.
It is an accomplishment.
No, it isn't. Well, let me. Well, are you going to the Toon right now? Are you going to go celebrate at the Toon?
I'm going for a few pints, absolutely.
Are you going to go celebrate the okay? Well, I want to see the parade. Record the parade around Newcastle. People celebrating the point at Villa. That's not going to happen. So but I think that we handle ourselves pretty good in the first half, and that's something to hold on to for the next coming games, especially the next one against Liverpool. So I'm actually, I'm excited for that first half. But then again, my criticism is about the management, the game management that didn't happen appropriately in the second half. That was always the issue,
and that's my criticism as well.
Yeah. So let's go with more comments here. People are having their say. People are having their opinion. So let us bring them
Just out of
on.
interest, who did you think was Villa's best player?
None.
That's a hard one, to be fair. I thought
Kamara.
No,
McGinn was.
Well.
McGinn
was their attacking threat. I thought Kamara played well.
I would say McGinn by a country mile.
Yeah.
Good old sofa score.
But he was. Here we go.
The worst player on the pitch, 6.3.
But why are we doing a sofa score reaction, man? It's pointless. It's irrelevant. It's a private company. Let them do their thing. What do you rate him as? That's the question.
No,
you say he's the best.
I thought McGinn was our best player.
I agree with you. But even though he's the best player, he wasn't. He didn't play better than Livramento on a 1-on-1 to me. Livramento held his own pretty well. I didn't think McGinn was that fast, by the way, but he was.
He's not fast. He's just a grafter.
He was keeping up with Livramento pretty well, man. I don't know. Was going back.
I've never said Livramento was speedy at fast.
Oh, but he's fast though. Livermento's fast. Come on now.
Hey.
Well, if you can't say McGinn's not fast, and if they were keeping,
I didn't think he was fast. I didn't think he was
the
fast.
First one of the season.
That's terrible.
How?
Let me go. More comments there. Gavin Fuller. We got humbled last season, so it is better than that. But disappointment. We could have took more risks. People keep saying that we got humbled last season. Well, the season before we beat them over there. So it's not a. People keep going on these things as if that is the rule all of a sudden. It isn't. And we proved it today because Newcastle went to Aston Villa like nothing. And we, quite honestly, if we finished well, we could have won the game easily. And if we managed the game at the end after the red card, we could have won easily as well. So there's no rule to this, man. People need to go out there and play. The players need to go out there and play. And there's a lot of goods you can take from this game, especially from the first half. Time and Tide says we will wait until you play them. Who is that? What? Anyway, I don't know who started that one. Brainwash Maniac says Eddie Howe is the worst at game management. Good developing players, but GM is the worst. We lost a lot of points last year because of it. He's not getting any better at it.
Yeah, and I agree with you. I keep on hoping that his game management will improve, and it doesn't look as though it is doing.
Well, that is a great point right there. Let's talk about that one by the super chat right here from Big Tank. Thank you for the super chat. Without a striker, it's like 10 men for both. And quite honestly, he has a point.
He does have a point.
He has a
That's
point.
why I said 0-0. Because, like I said, I couldn't see where the goal was coming from. And as long as you keep Ollie Watkins, which Dan Burn and Fabian Schär did really well, he didn't lead the line very well. And, you've got to give credit where credit's due. I said this game is going to be won or lost in midfield. And I thought we absolutely battered their midfield today. And if Martin's watching, the lad who was on Thursday night, what do you think now? Because obviously you said that your midfield was
McGinn, Tielemans, and Roger.
Yeah, he was saying that your midfield was so much higher than ours.
No,
big to differ now.
He said that. Oh,
yeah,
no, I gotta have a word with him. There's no way. We got one of the best midfielders in the league, and unfortunately, Villa don't. So, for them, folks, come on, hit the like button. We need to get those likes up. Only 71 likes. Come on, man, smash the like button. Support the channel. So there you go.
And I just wanted to come across because somebody posted the video when we did on Thursday night was saying that he was upset that we didn't challenge what the lad was saying when he was saying about his midfield with Onana, Kamara, and Tielemans were better than
it was a Newcastle
J7
fan.
and Tonali and Gamara's. No, well, he's a Newcastle fan, and for me, I always usually there's no point in arguing what is plain and simple when you see it with your own eyes. You know what I mean? Because he's got an opinion. Yeah, exactly. He's got an opinion. I've got an opinion. And like I said, when Martin come out with that, it was a smile from me.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm glad you think.
It was a smile from
Yeah.
him, and it was a smile from me.
It was, and I said, I'm glad you've got that opinion. And like I said, proof will be in the pudding, and the pudding shone today because the midfielders was outclassed.
Quite honestly, Tonali was unbelievable tonight again. But it almost feels like it goes under the radar, because when you play amazing every time, it becomes the norm, and people become adjust to it, and they don't praise you as often.
I didn't think Tonali was amazing today.
Oh, fucking hell! See, that's what we get. That's exactly proved my point there. John Brown. Well, that 90 bastard minutes of my life, I won't get back. I mean, it wasn't that bad, by the way. It wasn't 90 minutes of. I don't agree with that. It was a really good first half. We could have finished better, and our choices in the second half is really what the first 15 minutes. You can say that Villa were really good. We're waking up, but then that red card. And we just didn't capitalize. That was the issue. It's not really that we weren't worse than Villa by no means at all. We were the better team. We just didn't take care of our opportunities.
Let's get back to Tonali, your love child.
There's no such thing as love child.
I think on numerous occasions when Tonali played a bad ball.
He didn't.
So I'm just checking his stats here today.
He did once, I think.
47. This for Tonali is piss poor. 47 out of 57. So
yeah. 47 out of 57. So he missed 10 passes, and you're using Sofa score that you criticized in the beginning. So what? Again,
because these are
whack, whack, whack.
2 out of 4. None out of 3 accurate passes.
It proves
it was one failed dribble attempt and only 2 ground duels, 1 out of 5. That is not typical Sandro Tonali statistics.
Well, again, he's
all you do is use your eyes instead of
all you're doing is proving my point over and over again. Tonali, we expect him to be world class every game, and when he is just class, there's an issue with that. You see, that's what I'm saying. But when it comes to Murphy coming onto the pitch and actually having to change the game because that's his job as a sub, he doesn't do that, and you're hoping that he'll replicate last season. It's okay, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. Everybody with their own eyes saw that Tonali was good.
Well, no, you saw.
Okay, you know what? Let's do this. Let's put up the chat then. Let's see what the fans say, shall we? We got 240 people watching right now, so that should be a good one. Let's put up a poll. Was Sandro Tonali good or not tonight? How about that? We'll put it onto a poll and people can vote for it. If you want to keep on going to the star comments, meanwhile I do this.
Oh, good.
Go on then, Win.
So, I don't know how we got down. Come on, everybody. Happy with the draw. Kick-off. Thought we played better than expected. Work to do, sure. But it was decent. Kevin Fuller, give me a striker, and El Canus. Yeah, well, El Canus is still there. We can't get Musy's buyout clause. No, that went on Friday, but Gary Wynn and Chris Hall was JJ. Thank you, JJ.
Oh, yeah. No. Point that one out, man. Point that one out. Put it back. Because he says you guys are better than me always. He's had something against me. That is lovely. I want you. But the greatest thing is that you keep watching. So I love that you keep giving us that view, that watch time. That is lovely.
Thank you for that.
Thank you very much indeed.
I thought he was appreciating us all. I forgot the.
No, it's good. Listen, man, you're gonna have to do a lot more to get into my skin, under my skin, man. I'm tougher than a $2 steak. So you're going to have to try really hard. You got to have to try really hard, brother.
Let's get the signage absolutely accurate. Gary and Wynn are greater.
Not
just better.
I'm good with that.
Means
I'm very good.
Greater. And there was me just sharing the joy, saying he's pleased with all 3 of them. But there you go. You've shot yourself in the foot. If we lose at Leeds with a striker, I won't be happy. Tonight is all right. Well, it's this afternoon, isn't it?
It's a Ritz.
Anyway, and Jason got the Isaac situation needs sorted and quick. The club needs to grow some bollocks and stop pussyfooting around with him. Well, we've done the Isaac episode to death, I think. So there you go.
Well, no, but I mean, it's relevant to the game, man. It's relevant to the game. There's reports that we're going to fine him now because he wasn't at the game, and I mean, we are knackered, man, without him. Quite honestly, up front, I don't know how else to put it.
Okay, we lost their 4-1 last season with Isaac and still made Champions League places. So it doesn't seem the end of the world.
No, come on, man. See, again, no, I cannot disagree with that. It is the end of the world when you ain't got a striker. We have none. Come on, man.
The games go too fast for Eddie's thought process. Well,
that's a
it's
stick.
something he has to work on. And I've been saying this for more than a season now. It is something he has to work on, and I keep on hoping he's going to get better. But sadly, he doesn't. We cannot score, though, says Jay. Where are the goals coming from, folks? That's a $64,000 question. Share and burn clattering into each other. I know that summed up our day. And that was from what from what I'm pretty certain was a set play.
Pause for a second. Because that is an interesting question. When is Malik Chow going to play?
I would think maybe even though on good old SofaScore, Shea was man of the match, believe it or not. Ridiculous as that seems. But
I didn't think Shea had a bad game today.
No, but I mean,
I didn't think he had a bad game. I didn't think he had as good a game as Byrne.
He'll play against Liverpool.
Oh my God, man, this guy.
Byrne was comfortably Newcastle's man of the match.
Okay, well, all right. Well, we're not even going to entertain that. By the way,
and Eddie,
no, hold on. No, that's not true. I'd say what I think. I don't. Anyway, Gary, what do you think about Malik Chow though? It's okay when pause for a second with the comments, but I want to know at what point is Malik Chow going to come in the squad, or are we just saying that he's going to be a sub?
I think he'll play against Liverpool on Monday.
I think. And who comes down, by the way? You think is going? I think
he'll play three at the back.
Ooh.
He'll go with three at the back. He'll go. It'll probably be Shaw come out, but he'll go three at the back, and it'll be Botman that'll come in alongside Byrne, who'll play left side of mid defence. Malik shall play right side of defence, and he'll go with wing backs because he'll want to try and dominate the back end, draw them onto us, and utilise Alanga's break and pace and Anthony Gordon's pace to try and get in behind them.
So who's going to come off then?
Well, you can go. Like I say, we haven't got a striker at the minute, so like I said,
if you're going to play with no striker,
so you can
play Gordon and
you can play a Gordon and Alanga. You know, you give Alanga the same side as you would do the Salah role.
So
you'll just say to him, go and sit on the edge of the box or something like that, on the edge of the halfway line, and look for that out ball. Because, like I said, the best coaches in the world make the other coaches change, and you've got to try and stop the momentum from Liverpool. And in the past, we've all seen that Tino's done really well. I can't see Hull coming back just yet. Especially against Liverpool, even though we have got a few more days to go now, with it being on a Monday evening, and I do think it's bank holiday weekend. I think it's going to be party weekend up at the Toon this weekend coming, and it's gonna really be a testing time for all that play. But having Chow now having a full week at the Toon, he will be tasked to do a job. Eddie Howe will set up the reserves to play as Liverpool play, and all the lads will be asked to go and battle within each one. And like I say, I have a feeling that Chow will play against Liverpool. I said that from the start.
You don't think that Eddie's going to have... My question goes more about Eddie Howe's reluctancy to put in a new player.
I just don't think you can throw a new player in with just two training sessions.
No, I'm not, yeah, but I mean, we've seen again the Tonali saga where he didn't play for like 6 months over before Longstaff, and so I think people have PTSD with that, and so do we? I mean, you know, let's not lie. I mean, Eddie Howe has reluctance in putting in new players into the pitch.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. We all said, you know, we couldn't understand why Tonali wasn't involved in as long. But again, you know, I go back to how Eddie Howe protects players. Don't forget, you've got Tonali coming off a really long ban. So we don't know how he is psychologically, whether he's having to say to the gaffer, you know, I don't feel ready yet. I don't know. Again, you know, we all knew that Tonali is a lot better player, technically, physically, than Longstaff ever will be. But there was a reason for him only having bit part scenarios in his, you know, he's coming into the team. And Eddie, again, I don't know, like I said, this loyalty thing, I think he's a bit of a myth. I think he protects players.
Hey, there's somebody coming in for us. Peter Hassel says, you guys are often hasty. You guys are so often rude to win. It's awful. It's awful. So when would you like a public apology from us?
Not at all. I can handle me corner, Peter. Don't worry about that.
No, we apologize to you, man.
He's like a stale Greg's.
Oh, man.
A stale Stotty, Alwyn.
I have no trouble at all. So not so much Gary, but I have no trouble swatting away the American mark because he talks such utter bollocks.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is the bollocks that I speak with. That the folks, I guess the rest of the fans of this channel are talking bollocks.
One up.
And don't deflect from what you said earlier that Tonali was awful. So people are saying in the chat, the question is, was Sandro good? Not even class or workout, just good. Was Sandro good tonight? Yes or no? 74% say yes. So who's the one speaking bollocks? Anyway,
did I say he was bad?
Yeah, you did. Oh my God, dude! Just take that L, man. Just do it. You know, be a man and say I messed up.
You said he was man of the match. Brilliant. And he wasn't.
Well, first of all, I didn't say he was man of the match.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
You said he was the best player in the Newcastle shirt.
Well, he always is. But
you said he always is.
He always is, but he won't get man of the match all the time. That's not fair. I mean, people are going to complain. Gordon's going to send complaints to SofaScore saying, "Hey, man, what's going on here? Why is Tonali the only man of the match by default?" But it should be by default, quite honestly, because he's really, really good.
I mean, the one sparkling side of his game, apart from his defence, and it was the unlocking the Villa defence, wasn't it, with that Elanga chance right at the start?
One ball.
It was a great ball through the middle. You know, it's similar to Elanga's ball through to Gordon for the red card.
Or shares to Barnes.
And these are the things that sometimes we forget, but it's what Tonali gives the team. You know, he allows the likes of Bruno to get forward. He allows everybody else to move forward. Like I said, for me, the one thing that becomes detrimental to Tonali, and I said this against Bruno last year when he was trying to be the captain as well as Captain Marvel on the team. You know, I've said it also for Odegaard at Arsenal. These guys are so technical on their ability and things like that. When you try and do too much as a captain, you struggle with the rest of the game. Tonali not being a captain, he just plays the game as he sees it. He'll run in behind, he'll help you support your defence. He supports the attack. He's literally right to left across the field of play. And if he doesn't get the most yards ran this year ahead of Bruno, I'll be surprised.
All right, we got a new caller in, Predator. Do you hear us, Predator? 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 Do you hear us there, Predator?
I don't know. Can I hear you? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
If you're responding, yeah, you can hear us. How's it going, mate? Where are you calling from?
Good. Well, I'm near Newcastle, just down the road.
Well, where, man? Newcastle's big, man. Come on, where?
We're just out of town, just like I'm near
You live literally downtown.
Monkey hanger.
I'm going to monkey hanger Wayne. How?
Have you ever seen Wayne? Have you ever seen Wayne on the streets?
No.
You're trying to. If you see him, just keep walking, man. Don't get in there. How's it going, man? What do you make of it?
I don't get where Wayne thinks fucking Dan Burn was the best player on the pitch.
Oh boy, I mean, nobody does, man.
Well,
It just
you don't agree with much of what I say, though, do you?
Ah, no, I don't.
you know, but he calls people that sound like me because you're not a proper fan. You don't know about Toon fans don't think like me. They think like Win. So you're from the Toon, and obviously you can't even fathom the thought of Dan Burn being man of the match.
He was decent. He played decent, but he wasn't as good as Shah. I thought Shah played a lot of decent balls, spread the ball around really well. So
That's fair comment, yeah.
for me,
I'm not
Shah
going to
by far. But what pissed us off was the fact that, like, first half we came out, we played decent, we looked really good. Obviously, weren't scoring. Second half didn't look like we come out at all. The sending off happened, and instead of acting on that and pulling someone off and when he pulled Murphy on, he should have put Osula on with him.
That's right.
Yeah, I agree entirely, yeah.
Shots fired. Shots fired. Oh, Mighty went down.
Pick him in the middle and then go from there. But it just seemed like he was too scared to do it. I don't know what it is.
That's exactly what it was. I think that's the mentality. It's the fear mentality. I think he's
but to me,
very, very reluctant to make.
But to me, that is a massive. To me, that is a massive flaw. That's not something that you just. It is what it is.
It is a massive flaw. I agree.
Oh, definitely.
I mean, so listen, and at some point you're just gonna have to fix it, or else. Listen, you would say that the result so far to Eddie Howe has been kind, and that's fine. But the moment that doesn't go that way, he'll be the first one to pack his bags without even notice, and that is the problem. That is the problem.
The knives are waiting for him.
No, they're not.
I mean, it seems like he hasn't learned any lessons from last season. He doesn't seem to pull the trigger on the game when he really should. Everybody else seems to see it. Fans, people in chats, like, we all see it, but then we're all screaming at each other, well, why isn't he fucking seeing it?
Yeah. Spot on.
Do you know what I mean?
Listen, I've been saying since the sending off. And I've said it, till I'm blue in the face last season.
But you're about to go you say you're about to go parade the point, man. So I don't understand that.
Any away point in the Prem's a good point.
So you're gonna go out there, a Predator? Are you out there you say you're in downtown? So is there any parades going on right now? Are we setting up the 2-story bus to go around?
Liverpool fan living out the back of me. I cannot wait for next week.
Come on, man. Liverpool fan.
You're not on the manor, are you?
I'm a bucket of water on him if he starts out the back of me, I'm telling you.
I say, Predator, you're not on the manor, are you?
No. Definitely.
A couple of pals used to live on the manor.
Well, but I mean, it's an intricate situation. But listen, it's just the first game. So at the end of the day, that's the
point. It's the first game. On the grand scheme of things, I think a lot of people were being negative and saying we were going to get beat if we went down there today. I think coming up there with a point, considering, I think what we're more upset about is the fact is we played pretty well and Villa didn't play well at all, and we haven't come away with 3 points. But at the end of the day, I think a lot of people would have took the point before the game even fucking started.
Absolutely.
So you've got to be balanced in your opinion and the way you're thinking about this. You can't, because we played better than them, and they got a man sent off, it doesn't mean that we played bad or we should have won.
No.
Many teams have won with only 10 men or drawn with 10 men. You've thought, well, they played really well. We're playing without a recognised striker. We came out first half, played well. Second half, we didn't come out. They seemed to be the better team at the beginning. Then they got the sending off. We should have went from there is when we should have started piling pressure on, but we didn't.
Yeah.
That's on the throat.
I agree with that. All right, folks, we're going to call this one off. And we're going to do the player scores right now. So, actually, you got to be a member. We got to be a member to watch the player scores. We're going to do them right now. So join us, please. Support the channel, and you enjoy every single thing that we put out. So we're going to do the player scores right now. And yeah, that should be an interesting one. It should be a short one, but an interesting one, to say the least. So Anyways, folks, thank you very much indeed for joining us. All of you, the super chatters. What do we got here to thank?
Coming on, Predator.
No
Thanks for
problem.
coming on, mate. Appreciate you, Predator. See you. Cheers. And thank you to Crypto Rainbow. Thank you to Sam. Thank you to Helzuzar. Thank you to Irish Assassin. Thank you to Matty Gorman. And thank you to Big Tank. Thank you to Irish Assassin once again for another super chat. And Peter Hasty. There you go. Hasty for their calling us rude to win. But listen, man, he is.
Prove that we're wangers.
There you go. Anyways, folks, join us right now for the player scores. It'll be a quick one, but we want to hear your opinion and your scores. Join us. How are the lads?
Away,
Last